Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called the Calm But Curious Mule. The ingredients you need: some ginger beer, non-alcoholic, some pear juice or nectar, fresh lemon juice, and optional is a cinnamon stick or a star anise. I don't even know what that is. Here's how you're going to make a calm but curious, spicy, grounded, and still a little noisy cocktail. You're going to fill a copper mug or a rocks glass with ice, add the pear juice and the lemon, top with the ginger beer, garnish with that cinnamon stick or not, or a star anise, and you're going to enjoy that calm but curious mule.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I'm Kiki Said So.
I'm Coffee Bean Dean.
Now, star anise, it's a spice. It looks like a star.
Is it yellow?
No, it's like a dark brown. And sometimes, I forget what they call it when it's all ground up, but it looks really pretty. Like a little starfish. Anyway, welcome back to CockTales, you guys. Let's see. What are we talking about this week?
This week, we are talking about...
One of the first things you put is, what have people always come to you for? So maybe we're talking about our strengths and weaknesses, perhaps. We'll review this before we get into it. But first, I wanted to remind you guys to make sure you listen to the episode the whole way through so that at the end, you can hear the announcements for everything that we need to share with you. And right now, we'll go ahead and do weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So this week's Weird Sex, we'll take a break from Erica Lust, but do remember to check them out. And this is just like a crazy something that happened to somebody. So a couple decided to spice things up with a little romantic shower moment. That should be safe, right? The candles were lit, playlist cues, steam fog in the mirror. Was like a music video. So it's getting hot and steamy and foggy up in that bathroom. Everything was going great until somebody slipped. And this is why y'all got to be careful. He grabbed the shower curtain for balance. The curtain rod said, "Not today." Next thing you know, they crashed in the shower. The curtain was down. Shampoo bottles was falling all over the place. Conditioner sliding around. Got them sliding around like they're in the Olympics or something. The water goes ice cold because an elbow hit the little thing. And I don't know about y'all, I hate a cold shower. So to be having a nice steamy shower and then all of a sudden be blasted with cold air is ridiculous. She was laughing. She started crying. He was hurting on the floor, tangled up in the curtain. They ended the night wrapped up in towels, eating a little snack on the couch, and Googling concussions versus embarrassment because they were hurt, but they didn't want to go to the ER, especially without anything stuck into them. And thanks, girl. You know who you are that sent me this story. I appreciate it. Y'all got to be careful. Don't be using oil or anything too slippery in the shower. That is how you will fall and bust your ass. Trust me, I know. Anyway, that's it for weird sex. If you have a weird sex experience that you have encountered or witnessed or heard about, send it my way.
All right, y'all. We're back with another episode of CockTales. Kiki, what does not come naturally for you to do? Like you actually have to try. You have to be intentional. You gotta be like, dang, I have to try to do this because this is just not come naturally. And that could be anything. It could be like...
Sometimes it's just going with the flow. There are certain situations where I'm fine with going with the flow and not needing to know a plan or anything. And I can just be like, okay, we can just wing it. But I got to psych myself up for that a lot of times. What about you?
What does it consist of, the psych?
I just have to remind myself you don't have a plan. It's going to be okay. The world does not end because there is no plan. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean it will go according to plan. You know, like you got to remind yourself it's okay to not always have a plan. That's only certain things though. But that one can stress me out, especially if it's like a travel thing and we're going somewhere that I'm not familiar with. I like looking stuff up. I like having options. And if it doesn't go with that plan, that's okay. But I at least want to know what to do because I also don't want to mess around and get angry. I'm not nice then. What about you?
I would say mine is not going deep. I have to intentionally try not to go deep with several things because I think everything is deep. Every single thing, like an encounter with the cashier at the grocery store. When someone asks me, how are you doing today? I'm not just one of those people where it's like, good, and I'm not doing good. Or if I am really doing good and something great happened, I'm going to share it. And now we're having this intense conversation that an average person would have just been like, good. I'm not really I go deep with everything. And that has been coming up in a lot of the things that I do. And it's like, I have to intentionally just be like, damn, we got to be surface level. Okay. Be surface. Just, hey, what's your favorite color? And then in my mind, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I don't like.
What's the point?
Yeah. Like, it's not even just, it's like, you don't want to talk more. Like, even if you're a stranger, like I have to intentionally be surface level, simple, short, worded.
What was the last time you had to do that?
All the time. I do it. The last time I had to do that was I was on the phone with the student loan people because I was trying to be responsible. Like I'm trying to get all the areas of life like under control. So I was like, let me go ahead and call these people and see what we got to do. And the woman was like, I was trying to explain to her how this is just not fair. Like, and like, I was like, everything just seems, I was like, ma'am, I know this is not your fault, but I need to just express this really quick so that I don't give you an attitude. And I wanted her to know that so that she understood, I don't want to treat anybody bad, but like, it just seems like I'm set up for failure. Like, it's like, you got to pay this to get this, to pay this, to pay that. And it's not even going towards the bill. And I was like, are you absolutely telling me that there is just no way around this? And then I was like, well, what if I just don't? Anyways, I won't even go into all this stuff. But it was just like, that was a moment where I was like, the way she was talking, sometimes you have an issue and then the other person on the other end of the line is like, you know what? I really do get what you're saying. And they kind of just meet you where you're at and they go through the roller coaster with you and talk you through it. Great customer service. Miss Ma'am was not trying to have it. She was like, well, and I was like, oh, okay. I got to just be short and just, what do I need to do? And you don't care about my feelings.
She says she does not care. She has heard 60 sob stories today and her feet hurt. Damn.
But I'm always like, I'm going to try because you never know what could happen. I had to talk to one of my bank accounts that was overdrawn. And I was like, I said, I'm just going to ask them something to see if they could cover it. And the man was like, is there anything else we could do for you? I said, is there any way you could cover the whole thing? He did it. I was like, oh, wow. Sometimes you just got to ask.
Yeah. Because many banks will do that.
Yeah.
What's something that people always come to you for?
Love. I would say I can people always come to me for love and inspiration.
Like advice on love, or they be trying to fall in love?
No, you need some love. Like you just need to
feel good.
Yeah. You need you need just a moment of love and to feel loved, and I can give it to you. I can.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least they're going to the right place because it'd be crazy. It's like, I ain't got no love to give, you know?
What about you?
People always come to me for advice and to figure out how to make things work or how to make them happen. Like, I have this idea, or how do I do this, like something technical or something. People are always coming to me to figure out how to solve those sorts of issues and then the second thing is doing shit they don't want to do. My mom is planning a Galentine's Day party that she invited me to. I will not be going, but she's having this party, and I told her, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it that weekend, but I hope that y'all have fun. It sounds like really cute. She just told me about it, and it's in 2 weeks. So no, I won't be there.
Well, family members, I'd be like, y'all, what y'all?
But yeah. And I just expect them not to get mad if I say no, because I do try to make it. But if I can't, you should understand, because I think that they forget sometimes I'm the only person that's not there. Everybody else is there. Yeah, I got to buy a flight. I got to coordinate stuff. I have a dog. I don't just like to leave my dog all the time because you're like, just do this. I like my dog.
That was my baby.
The fuck? Anyway.
This is good.
Is it? I haven't sipped that one yet. I was drinking the rest of the other thing. So anyway, she's having this Galentine's Day party, and she asked me if I would help her with the menu. I was like, okay, well, what do you have? She sent me something she saw on TikTok. And it was just like a piece of cheese with red pepper jelly on it and some crackers. And I'm like, okay, where's the rest of the menu? Are you doing like food, or is it just like a grazing table? Because you said menu and I'm just trying to envision. She's like, no, I want to have like dinner, but this will just be out there first. So you want me to just do the menu. You don't want help with the menu. You want me to do the menu. And then I talked to my sister and I find out she has gotten her to do the decorations, and she got my other sister doing something. I was like, so what are you doing? for the party.
Is that wrong?
I don't think it's wrong, but I just think it's interesting because she has outsourced everything. She wanted to do the party, and she's trying to get everybody to agree to come, agree to participate, and agree to do it. It was her idea, but she has done nothing. But say you who's not even coming, you figure out all the menu items. You who might come, depending on how many clients you have, I need you to come over and decorate and do all of that. And then I don't know what she had my other sister do. It's not bad, but it is like when you want to host something and you say, I want to host a party, I want to have this at my place, you should do something. Instead of asking every one of your guests, you invited 4 people. So me, my 2 sisters, and a cousin. You invited us, but then you want us to put the party together? No. If you are hosting a party, you should host. Or you ask people to help and don't try to guilt them. That's the issue to me. Like, you're not doing nothing but bossing us around. And I'm not even coming. But it's really just a thing with her and her daughters. And then she invited a cousin who lives there. But don't you think she should do something? If she's hosting the party, this is her idea, and she's calling everybody like, we need to get this done now.
What do I think?
Yeah.
When my mom asked me to do something like that, I just do it. I don't really know what I think because she be showing up for me. So whenever my mom does host something, like one time my mom did that with a birthday party and she brought a whole microphone. I was like, oh, you're hosting it. I was like, nigga. And I was like, hello, everyone. I wasn't mad. Mean like
hosting on the mic, but you got there and she did that not ahead of the party, 2 weeks before the party. She's telling you to do stuff for
I would have loved that as opposed to I was there like
you didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah, but I also get sometimes with my mom or when my sister does it, I just do it because like they know that whatever it is that they're asking me to do, I probably do it well and they don't know how to do it. So I don't mind it when it's my mom or my sister. I really don't. And then if we're going to bicker through it, I'm still going to do it. But like, and I'm also going to be like, dang, y'all, but then I know I've done it before too. Like one time I did a Valentine's Day event and I was like, Mom, can you please come out here and tablescape the whole table? And she really did it. And she did an amazing job. And so we show up for each other like that, even if we're getting each other's nerves. It's not that much of a problem for me.
It's a problem for me because I don't like when people say that they want to do stuff and they really just put all of the work to everyone else. That's not fair. And so if you are one of those people, I hope that you take a pause next time you ask everybody else to do stuff for your idea and see what are you putting into your idea. It's okay to ask for help, especially if they're great at it and especially when they have time to do it and agree. But like have some patience and understanding when people are busy and do have other things going on. But I just thought about that. That's the kind of things that people are constantly coming to me for or will ask me about. And I was talking to Mallory about it this morning and she was like, yeah, that and my brother's having a baby, y'all. Woo! Oh, he's having a little boy.
He's having a little boy.
Yeah, he's having a boy. I missed the gender reveal because they told me 2 days before. But I guess this is how it is when you're on the boy side of things. Because my sister has kids, but it's my sister. So, you know, it's different. He's not carrying the baby. Anyway, they are excited. She's due later this year. I don't know when the baby shower is. I hope that I find out in enough notice so that I can make it. But if not, I will just have to send a gift. I can't think of what made me think about that. But yeah, everybody's having a baby. So many babies.
I went to a baby shower this past weekend. It was a friend of mine who we were new friends and we had so many plans. Me, her name was Tola and her best friend's name is Buki. And we met, I met Tola at the rest spot, had an event and I met her and she was just, the second I walked in the door, we locked eyes and we became friends. We had all these plans, like new friendship plans and she got pregnant. And I was like, but I went to the house. She's married, but we were going to go to Lagos. She was like, I'm going to Lagos. We're going. I'm bringing you with
traveling
me.
Plans.
And then I went to her baby shower on Saturday, and she was like, we really had so many plans. And I was like, I'm used to this now. When you make married friends, like you just don't know if it's
don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah. And she was like, but we can still put stuff in the books. I was like, yeah, we can. But the baby shower was wonderful. I thought it was wild because at the baby shower there was this woman there. And 2 things. There was this woman there and she was like, excuse me. She was like, I love your sister. And I was like, how do you know my sister? Girl, she was like, I'm from Oklahoma City and I watch, my whole family watches your sister on the news. And then from that, my brother found you on her page and then he discovered your podcast and then it was just, the world is so small.
Isn't it crazy how people can be connected like that and you don't even know?
You don't even know. And I was like, that's so dope. But also shouting people out. Me and my friend Tehran, we went to, an event before the Hawks game a few weeks ago. It's called the Edmund Honors event, and it's a bourbon that now is available in the State Farm Arena. And while we were walking into the arena, this girl came up to me. I can't remember her name, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, Medinah." And again, I always assume everybody's from Clark. I'm like, "Did you go to Clark?" She was like, "No, I listened to the show." She said, "You and Kiki helped me through my divorce." And wow. She just was so thankful. And I was like, thank you for first of all telling me that, because bitch, how?
Maybe we gave her some laughs along the way. Sometimes laughter is the best medicine.
Girl, she was juicy-eyed on the street. I was like, don't play, because I will be out here crying with you. Don't play with me. And that was just so special. Like, a divorce is heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're out here doing some kindness in the world and spreading a little bit of light. Or if it's an experience that we shared and it helped you through whatever you were going through, since we do dumb shit.
Maybe you got to learn from our mistakes and you didn't have to be wall sliding, singing Mariah Carey and just sad for days with puffy eyes, not knowing if you even wanted to be here, you know? You could just live through us and be like, that shit looks dumb. I will never. Let me put a note in here. This nigga's playing games. Let me cut it off because it sounded too much like the nigga they was talking about.
Speaking of what people come to you for and what you have to, you know, be like, okay, like I'm good at this, but stop. Have you ever had somebody assume that you were, like, they think that this thing that you do so well, like this just comes easy for you and it really doesn't?
Yeah. That happens. Or like thinking because I can do it for me, I can do it for you. So this was some time ago and I don't even think I'm that great at it, but some people really are really shitty at doing makeup, right? I can just do enough. I do my face. I've had this face for a very long time and this is what I'm used to working on. So one time it was like getting ready for an event or something, and a couple of my friends, one of them volunteered me to do another friend's makeup and then wanted me to do her makeup and another person. I'm like, I'm not a makeup artist. I get a lot of makeup, but I like makeup. I like playing in makeup. I used to like it a lot more than I do now. Times change. But that, because I like doing mine doesn't mean I want to do yours.
I got one look.
I don't want to do other people's makeup. I don't like doing other people's makeup because everybody likes their makeup a certain way. And I'll be goddamn if you have me wasting my good quality products, even the cheap ones. It don't matter. I paid for them. You got me wasting my products and my time trying to make you look beautiful with the paint on, and then you don't like it and you really like it this way. Well, bitch, what the fuck you got me over here doing it for? I could have been having a snack or doing something else, resting. I'm spending an hour because y'all want makeup. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not a makeup artist, obviously.
I have one look. Every time I do my makeup, I can dress it up and dress it down. And if you slap a lash on there, it just makes it look a little bit more glamorous. I have one look that I can do. I do the same order every time. Sometimes when people are like, oh my gosh, your makeup looks so good, I'll be like, well, what did I do? If y'all just knew, I'm in here just dusting shit. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I put the darkness in places where I don't know if that's where the dark spots are supposed to go. But I watch Barkia when she does our makeup. I kind of learn some techniques. If I do your makeup, which I'm likely going to say no, unless, again, this is my mom or my sister, and it's like, y'all really do need no. I am not going to do your makeup because you're just going to look like me.
And then if your face doesn't already look like me, how's that gonna work? Because we got different faces.
Well, one time, me and my girlfriend Tammy, what we did was I was like, how about I just show you? I was like, I promise you, I'm not doing anything extreme. So we went to Sephora. She was like, let me just see your makeup. She bought I used like 4 things. This is maybe even 3. And she was like, I was like, okay, so we go to Sephora. She buys each item, the exact one that I have, but in her shade. We go to her house and we both set up. She was like, okay, how do you do it? And I was like, how do I set up? I was like, okay, I'll pull everything out. And we're in the... This was like, it felt like nostalgic child, like when your best friend is sleeping over. We're in the house. I'm showing her what I do. She was like, you just sloppily put it on like that? I was like, I just sloppily put it on like that. Like,
I'm showing you what I do.
Yeah. I was like, when I do my eyebrows, it's not really much. I only put stuff at the end and at the very beginning. I don't normally fill it in. I brush it. And then so I showed her each step. She was like, oh, I was like, see? And it's just a simple little dust fluff. That's what I call it.
That's funny. I remember, I think it was 2020. Drea was at my house and Tiffany and Raven were always asking about makeup, and I was like, I can't help. So Drea had a little makeup tutorial class for them, and they all pulled out their mirrors. That she was like, you need to bring your stuff. These are the products, the types of products you need. You bring what you like, make sure you get your colors, and I'm gonna show you how to apply. And they had a whole tutorial. I don't know where I was because I wasn't there, but they did the whole tutorial and they really appreciated it. So maybe One day I could do something like that for friends. Next time I'm in a predicament like that.
Like basic level.
This is how you can fill in your brows, but you got to assess what shape you like and what you want to look like. I can't do it all.
Yeah, I can't do it all, y'all. And then if you just look bad, sometimes, I mean, I don't know.
Only so much makeup can do. Makeup should be to enhance, not a replacement for surgery.
Because I'm not mad at a little enhancement, a surgical enhancement.
Yeah, sometimes you need to go and get that because trying to paint it on, then when you wash your face off, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
I got my makeup done last weekend for a photo shoot that I had, and Misha, because Barkia couldn't do it since she doing celebrities now. I was like, bitch, why are you canceling my thing? And that's what happened when you start doing celebrity. Anyways, I went to Misha because she good too. And she did such a good job on my makeup. If you are a great makeup artist, you're doing the Lord's work. Because I mean, she just transformed my whole entire face. I can't wait to show you the pictures. Yeah.
Especially when you take the pictures and then, or not take the pictures, you get your makeup done and you look in the mirror and you really are satisfied. It's not like, oh yeah, I like it. And then you immediately going home to try and fix something.
And now I'm at the point where like, I know makeup so well. Again, I can't do it, but I know I'm well versed in what it should be. It's not like hair with me when you don't like your hair and you are like, when I don't like my makeup, we're just sitting here in silence. And then I let the makeup artist say, you don't like it? I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to say something. Fix this.
Remember
that time we did a live show and the makeup artist put those ghost eyebrows on us?
And we were
they were so light. And you had gone first. And so I saw it and I was like, I don't want that. And it was still like
why did you do this to us?
And I feel like anything that could be considered for an editorial look, something high-fat, don't put that on us to go sit on a stage.
And then also just being well-versed in it, when you do it a lot, I can feel when you start fucking up. When you're when you're not
staying too long on this area.
The flick of your wrist is...
Why is it wet? And I thought we had made it to powder.
Why are you on my eyebrow so long and you keep You don't know what's happening. Let me see. I know what it's supposed to look like. And that's why you need a good team.
Yeah, and a few backups because you just never know. People be booked and busy or unavailable. Okay, so we are almost a month into the new year. And if you're anything like me and the rest of America, you might have set some goals for yourself to make some changes in your life. And wellness is at the top of my list. And if you are also like me and you're struggling to find proper wellness support to really get you where you want to go with whatever your goals may be, even when you're doing everything right, we might have a partner for you. And that is Brello. So we just started with Brello recently. I just signed up. They have an online onboarding process and you go to the website and you look around at what they have and you make your selections. And then it's pretty simple to get started. The questionnaire was pretty straightforward. I didn't have to do a whole lot.
I really appreciate Brello because wellness for me is community. I say this all the time on the show that you can date people, you can be around friends who are just eating horribly, and then birds of a feather flock together. Now you are eating the same things they're eating and looking like them. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I need a little help every now and again. I need meal plans. I need workout videos. I need a community that will help me track my process. And so when I was reading about Brello as I was signing up, I really loved that they create that for you. They make progress tracking available for you. If you need a meal plan, they can help with that. They can give you an online presence to people that will help you stay on track. Like Kiki said, we're in the new year. What were some of those goals and are you sticking to them? If you aren't, Brello can help you. It's like your health bestie.
Absolutely. There is the private online community that Medinah mentioned, which that helps a ton. And then also I was looking through my email and I saw that they had sent me some different workouts and just different things that you can do aside from going on, entering your information and your goals and talking to different medical professionals. I need more than that. And I love that Brello offers that.
I love that Brello offers that too. Really quick, I was just going to say, I stopped working out in July because I got off task. I got off track and I was out of my community. So I am so thankful that we got Brello, y'all, and you will be too. So go to BrelloHealth.com today to see if you qualify. Use code CockTales at checkout to get your first 3 months for $133 per month. That's BrelloHealth.com and promo code CockTales. All patients must meet a a healthcare provider prior to any medication being prescribed or dispensed. Any medications ultimately dispensed to a patient will be done pursuant to a valid prescription from a healthcare provider. Compounded drug products are not FDA approved. FDA does not evaluate compounded products for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Compounded medications are not reviewed or verified by the FDA for safety, effectiveness, or quality and are not FDA approved. Not available in all 50 states.
Well, now we'll get back to the show. I wish I could have a makeup artist and a hairstylist for every day that I left my house. And maybe 2 or 3 where I'm in the house and then I can just do stuff at home and feel glamorous.
I would absolutely love that. So Chi-Chi and her husband Rod just opened up a med spa in Buckhead off Far Road. Y'all, it's called Dynamic 3 Med Spa. And I'd be popping in just to be in there bothering people. And I was just like, bro, you own a med spa now. Y'all would have to take the needles out of my hands. Like, she just be in there playing, like getting some skincare, getting an IV treatment. Like, I don't need to own no med spa because I'm talking about, I'm coming out lips like, we were practicing today in the spa. Like, and we just went, like, I just love everything beauty, but I would go overboard.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good that you don't have one of those. That doesn't need to be the business you invest in. I would like one. I don't know. I think if I had one, that would definitely be something where that's the gift that people will get. And I hope they wouldn't be offended. You can come to my med spa. You don't have to get any fillers or Botox or anything, but that is available to you. You can get up to X amount of dollars. Or you can just get a facial, but you should do it. My sister went and got one of those Melanex chemical peel facials. Have you seen people getting those? She did a jump scare with me. She FaceTimed me and I answered the phone. So your skin, it's like this stuff that they put on and it has to stay on there. It's like reddish orange. And you have to leave it on there for like 12 hours out of the day or something. It's for hyperpigmentation and some other stuff.
Can you move around with it on or you need to stay inside?
You need to go inside.
Okay.
And you need to really stay inside for the next month. And you've got to use a lot of SPF because it's peeling your skin off. You're going to end up with the zombie look. That shit was so fucking scary. And I was like, well, it's a good thing you did it in the winter.
What does it do?
Time. It removes like the top layer of your skin. So it helps with texture. It helps with hyperpigmentation. So like dark spots from old acne scars and stuff like that. And it helps to smooth it out. So because it's getting rid of that layer of skin, your skin is going to replenish and it'll just be better. So you're getting rid of those scars and stuff. And she has some really bad scars. And I thought about getting that. And when I went for my consultation, they were like, yours aren't that bad. And we wouldn't recommend it because you don't want to do anything too harsh. But I know a lot of people who have gotten it and it looks so good. Like the final results, it just takes so long. But to be out of the sun,
self-care is intentional. You got to be intentional.
You got to have a plan.
You got to have a plan. Speaking of intentionality, do you have to be intentional about anything that affects your health? Example, rest. You know how some people just work, and you have to really be like, okay, for real, y'all, today I can't do anything. I have to get sleep. Or health. Like if you let me eat some sugar, I'm going to go overboard and have diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, sugar is a demon. But sleep. And I have been trying to get more sleep. So I've already got, all my Brooklyn bedding stuff. So the sleep is quality, but making sure that I go to sleep. I will be up and sometimes I'm like, okay, I got to make sure I don't text anybody or email at this time. Let me make sure I schedule in because I also don't be wanting to get chastised. Why are you up at 4 a.m.? Why are you up at 3 a.m.? And I'm like, well, it's not good. But I also, and this is a problem and I've got to reframe my thinking. But if I'm up and it's 2 o'clock and I'm in the bed and I'm trying to sleep and I can't, and 30 minutes have gone by and I'm trying to make myself go to sleep and I can't, and I still feel like I can get these thoughts out or get something done. Why am I just sitting here counting sheep? Let me go ahead and get it done. And then maybe that'll make my eyes tired and then I'll go to sleep. But I need to try other things. Like I said, I got some other supplements that are supposed to be better for sleep and helping me like regulate my energy throughout the day. So we'll see how that goes. I just started them last week, but right now I'm loving it.
I think it's really interesting how like being intentional about certain things, it really is important. Health. Specifically, when I'm ripping and running and I just am like, dang, I didn't eat anything all day. I'm trying to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Trying to stop doing the whole unless I'm being intentional about it, I'm fasting. But no, that don't be what it is. I'm just like, well, I can go 8 hours without eating. I'm good. I don't feel, that doesn't affect me, but I know it can, it's having negative effects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what I have started to do is these cats wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I get up handle them. And then there's this company, it's called Health Atelier. It's owned by a Black woman. I met her through Paradise and Vibe, and she has like a powder that's kind of like a AG1 greens. And I take a scoop. It has every bit of nutrients that you're supposed to have. Those types of things really help. But I'm the type of person where when I don't see it, I have to keep it on the counter. Again, intentional. I have to put everything out of the counter, or I won't use it. I'll have all these vitamins, but I have to see it. So I sit it out on the counter, and then I take my little scoop. I'm like, okay, at least I know I got my little nutrients for today. And then just by doing that act, it makes me want to be healthier. I've been packing my lunch. My little fasting, my 21 days of fasting has been not spending any money on food. Kiki, just that sounds easy. It's not easy when you don't, because I'm normally okay with like, dang, I didn't eat all day. Let me grab something from let me just grab a little stuff. No, I've had to go home. Adds up. Yeah, I've had to go home, make some food. But now I'm like, okay, when I'm taking my little greens drink, I pack my lunch. I feel like an adult. Like, I'm not ripping and running by the hair on my chinny chin chin. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, you can you can be intentional about planning your day. And normally you have to get up early for that. To get up early, you got to go to sleep early.
You do. Or you wake up and you're grouchy, and then that day you're not as productive as you would have been because you already did a lot of things to set yourself up for success, but you didn't get the rest. So now you're moving through. And I know from experience, not being rested, you will never perform as well as you would if you had rest. Even if you do check everything off of the boxes and you get it done, you know your ass was stressed out and you probably didn't do everything all the way right, or you did it right, but it could have been better if you could have had some rest. I have been trying to do better about not eating on a schedule so that I'm not having those hangry, I turn into Godzilla moments, or, you know, or feeling faint and like feeling sick, like, oh, I'm about to pass out. I know I'm not going to waste away. I've eaten enough. But that's how it feels during the day. Shameless plug. I have a sponsorship with this company called True Nature Foods, I think it is. They cook the food for you halfway. So like you get these meats. And I made some really good stuff. Next time we record, maybe I'll be able to bring you something so you can taste it. But they have all of these different types of things. They selected the meats that they would send me. Everything is already pre-cooked. I really think that they probably sous vide it. And y'all know I'm a sucker for a sous vide because it's still juicy, even though it's fully cooked. You take the meat that's pre-seasoned, pre-cooked, put it in a skillet only for like 2 minutes. Does it take, because you're just really heating it up. It's already cooked. And then you put it with whatever you want. So I had some Mediterranean chicken, and I roasted some onions, peppers, broccoli, and zucchini. So I made like a bowl like at Kava or something. So I had brown rice on the bottom, that and all of that. Put a little scoop of hummus and some feta on there. It was so good. I made some buffalo chicken flatbread. I made some pollo asado quesadillas and nachos that you do like in the oven. I did some Brazilian steak bites. Tonight, I'm having a steak bowl with some more roasted veggies. And then tomorrow, I'll have a baked sweet potato stuffed with black beans, cheese, and brisket.
That sounds tasty.
And I was a little nervous because I thought the meat was raw and then you just cook it. Like one of the other companies. But then I realized it's already seasoned. I was nervous. Y'all, it was so easy and quick. And it's perfect for if you have a family or you're making your lunch. So you've got half of the work. You just do the veggies and your sides, heat that stuff up or divide it up in your things, and it'll save you so much time. And that helps you throughout the day so you can still get all the shit done. You can still eat your food and you can still go to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, trying to be more intentional about planning out my day better to just, I don't want to keep operating in chaos.
I don't either. And some of these boring topics that I bring up, you guys, I promise you it all does go back to dating. It all does go back to relationship. That's what I'm learning in the expanding my knowledge, my awareness, my wisdom, getting hobbies, eating well. And like you said, not operating in the chaos, because a lot of times when you're operating in the chaos, look at who's Ashley's son you was with. And he's a representation of that chaos too. And so speaking of being intentional, be intentional about who you spend your time with. And sometimes when you have a clear mind, you're able to, maybe you will. I canceled a date with a guy that I really did want to go on. But I was tired. And I didn't just be like, I'm just going to suck it up and go on the date. No, I'm not. I was like, hey, with heart, like I wasn't rude about it. But I was like, I really have a lot going on. I'm exhausted. You're not even going to get the best version of me. Not even a good version.
Well, and that's honest.
Yeah, I was
and
like, I need to
self-aware.
rest. Yeah, and it was really, he handled it really well. He was like, you know what? I respect that. He was like, cool, I'm going to send you some food.
Thank you.
Isn't that sweet? And I was like, oh, thank you so
I'm
much.
not hungry.
I didn't
Appreciate
just
it.
go and be tired and push through it. Now I got an attitude. Now it's just like, it just didn't.
It's a dub.
Be intentional. If you are out here dating, I really am standing on if you're saying out here dating is wild, it's bad, I think it might be a reflection of yourself.
Mm-hmm. And you can't expect everybody to just do everything for you and show up as a perfect person when you are in fact not a perfect person. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
I always think about all the times we've done like Patreon lives and the girls, it's usually the younger girls, but not always. They'll tell us about their dating experience and like how the guy isn't doing XYZ. And we'll leave it at conversation. And we're like, well, what did you ask him? Well, nothing.
And it's like...
Now, come on now, ladies. We can meet him with some conversation.
Yeah.
Like, come on. The same way you were nervous or you were in your head, if that's what it was, and it wasn't like a power play, he might be too. So, like, that's when you actually extend someone some grace and just try to have some patience and just figure it out. Buy the damn card game, because I know Kat be having out tongue, and then you just pull out the cards and it's random, and you don't have to get through the whole deck.
Speaking of conversation, I recently had something happen and this was very interesting. And this is, again, another little like high five to me that I'm working on myself. Because I when the man said it, I thought it through and I was like, wow, old Medinah would be like, ew. There's a guy that I met. He really is just cool, like a friend guy, but he's attractive. And I think he thinks I'm attractive, but it's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, I want the next one let's really try this friend thing. No playing around, like a little casual flirt. Is fine, but like that's it, like very innocent.
You see how that changed so quickly in her telling it without any interruption?
So he was like, we don't ever really like hang out that often. I was like, I don't really have time if I'm being honest. So like if I ask you to meet me at a coffee shop, I'm checking that off as like hanging out and we just friends. So what you trying to do? Yeah. I said that verbatim and he was like, I want to like go have brunch with you as friends and like maybe find a little bottomless mimosa. Maybe go do something. And he was like, however, I want to keep it as friends. I've never had this happen before. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, I want us both to be responsible for our own selves. And I was like,
I know that's right.
But the clarity in which he said, because at first, old me would have been like, absolutely. Like if you take, but I was like, what you mean? Because I wanted to see if he was going to go. I said, what do you mean? He said, just like, and I finished the sentence for him. I didn't even let him finish. I was like, you mean like we go out to dinner or brunch or something and like you are financially responsible for you and I'm financially responsible for me. And he was like, yes. So that it really is no confusion. And I appreciated that. I told him, I said, first of all, I really do appreciate that because it doesn't put any pressure on anyone. We're not going out thinking like, is he gonna pay? Is he the type of man that just wants me to let him pay? Because some friend guys are still gonna pay.
Yeah.
He was very clear about like, I'm not, but he wasn't doing it in a disrespectful way. Like,
it's like, I just don't want to be at the restaurant having surprises. I don't want mixed signals. We are on the same page as friends. And maybe, I think sometimes guys, they like to do that to keep it clear. This is friends.
And that does keep it clear. I respected it so much. Then I said, yes, I'm totally fine with that. But let me ask you one thing just to get another level of clarity. If somebody tries to like rob me or kidnap me, would you still like help me? Like, would you still protect me? He's like, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna just leave you hanging.
You're not a stranger.
Like, okay. I was like, okay. And it took so much pressure off of like, and you need to do this and he didn't do this and he didn't. I don't want that in my life. I really don't want that anymore. Like, it's like, what are we actually here for?
Right. I feel you on that.
You know what I mean? He really was like his friend. And like, yeah, you can look good and I look good, but like, yeah, no. I'm like, I wonder if somebody gave him PTSD too.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just listened to enough stories. He might actually be a good friend and he done heard these stories. He's like, okay, let me course correct before anything gets shady or shifty on my end.
Yeah. Let's be intentional. If this is going to turn into a thing, it's not going to confusingly turn into something where it's like,
well, he was doing all of this for me. He's really flirty. He's always giving me these compliments and invites me everywhere. Yeah, no. It's been a long time since I've hung out with like a guy friend that was just a guy friend like that. I don't be going nowhere for real. Like by myself. I'm inside so much. That's another thing I've been saying I want to do more of. It's just so goddamn cold. I have somewhere to go tomorrow and I'm gonna go. But I was just like, ooh, I hope it ain't freezing cold. But I said, you know what, bitch, you got 50 coats. Pull out a coat.
Put one on.
Stop acting like it's an
outdoor event.
outdoor
I just be wearing my big
event.
brown coat and just be like, listen.
Because I need to be snuggled up and warm. I need to lay my clothes out tonight so that tomorrow, I already know tomorrow's going to be a long, hectic day. I can be prepared. I'm getting my rest. I started laying out all of my vitamins because I had planned to organize that today. I really should have did it yesterday. I didn't. So as soon as I get back in, On my island, I have the empty pill box for the week, and I'm going to be like a senior citizen, like a golden girl. And I need to put all of my medicine in there in the morning, noon, and night categories and put it away so that I can stay on top of it. I've already got reminders set on my Alexa, but it does no good if I can't remember what the pills are.
Yeah.
So good luck to me and
Good
to
luck
y'all.
to you. Good luck to all y'all.
And you too.
Y'all I want the girls to be happy. I really am like on a mission to stop the phone calls of being like, no.
Yeah. The moment you feel like that, it's like, hold on. Let me just have a conversation with self before I reel somebody into this. What can they tell me that I don't already know? Because we've been here before. We have been here before. Okay, y'all, we got to move on. We do have a quick message from our sponsor at VB Health about Drive Boost, and then we'll get into the advice and the cocktails for the week, and then we're out of here. So, you guys, VB Health, we were just talking about supplements and taking care of our bodies. That is so important. Now more than ever, whether you're young still or not, like us, it's okay. It's never too late to get started with your health. VB Health has Soaking Wet, which we told you about last week. But this week, we want to remind you guys about Drive Boost. And Drive Boost is a supplement that they offer with 4 scientifically backed ingredients specific for your sex drive. So while most libido supplements are designed specifically for men, VB Health has formulated Drive Boost, like I had a lisp, to be safe and effective for all people, regardless of their sex.
Drive Boost is made for both men and women. Did you already say that? I'm saying it again because there was a moment I have the Drive Boost and I was like, can I take this? Read the bottle and I was like, yep, absolutely can. I love that VB Health is committed to their simple mission of making supplements that actually work, y'all. They're effective. Drive Boost is doctor formulated and is third party tested, and it's made in the US. You guys, we want you to be healthy. If you lost a little libido, you can get it back through Drive Boost, because please believe, when I start having sex again, that libido gonna be right. It's gonna be like, who gonna be the beat that I can beat on?
So it usually takes, some people's results that they'll see with it being effective, it's only going to take like 1 or 2 days for some. Maca in particular has a relatively fast effect, and it does have black maca. Every supplement I have taken in my life that had maca in it, I was with it. Maca is a really good one for me. Most people report seeing results after 1 to 2 weeks of daily use. So go ahead and get your order and start taking it and take it regularly. That's something else to remember about any sort of supplement that you're taking. It's not cold medicine. You need to take it on a regular basis so that you have those things in your body and it's in there regularly so that your body can work with it. And if you guys want to try it out, because we've already told you we like it, we love it, we have it, make sure that you visit vb.health and use our code CockTales for 10% off, or just click the link in the episode description. Again, that's vb.health and use code CockTales for 10% off, or just click the link in the episode description. And now we'll get back to the show.
Why they do fucked up stuff, I don't know, child.
You need to go on dates in that luteal phase.
Especially when they claim to love you. They be lying.
If you want to get some advice from us, make sure you email us at advice@cocktailspod.com. Okay. So we're back, and it is time for advice. If you have a question that you would like to ask us on the show, please email us, advice@cocktailspod.com.
I wonder if this is a girl sent me several messages and was like, I can't wait for y'all to read my advice. And I was like, I've never seen someone so happy to receive advice. Okay. Please keep me anonymous. I love you ladies and the show.
Thanks.
There's this girl I met a few years ago at work. We became very close, and she even asked me to be her kid's godmother. That's a huge position to fill.
Yeah, it is.
Towards the end of her pregnancy, I went about 10 days without talking to her. I was preparing to sell my house. Why y'all not hitting me up?
Maybe they don't live here in Georgia.
I can still help you. After I haven't talked to her, I reached out to let her know why I hadn't talked to her. She responded, but slowly stopped responding to not responding at all. Fast forward about 6 to 7 months, we made up. Fast forward 4 to 5 months, on Easter, I see my mom. but she wasn't doing well health-wise. I hadn't called to say happy Easter to my godson, but I let her know why. She never responded. She then texted me 2 days later after seeing my sister's post about our mom because she ended up in the hospital. Sorry about that. I never responded. Fast forward to November 2024. My mom passed. She sent her condolences. I said thank you and left it at that. 3 months later, she FaceTimes me and I didn't answer. Should I reach out and see what she wants or leave the friendship in the past? You know, this is an interesting one because this is such a relatable situation, especially in like women friendships. I think that almost everything is mendable. I think it comes down to like, how much do you cherish the friendship? Like, how much do you cherish the relationship? Is she someone that you want in your life? Because if you want her in your life, girl, go get your girl. Like how you'd be like, go get your man. Like, I mean, because what are you basing it off of? It doesn't seem like anybody did anything like crazy or disrespectful.
It just seemed like y'all had space.
Yeah, life be lifing. And I'm at a point now when sometimes people go ghost. And if I am the people that goes ghost, I have certain people in my life that don't understand it and people that do. And the people that do understand it, like, you just get it. We hop back on and we just do. And if you don't get it right now, again, like we said, I don't want to operate in chaos. I also am not in a season right now where I can spend time wondering if you're really my friend.
Yeah, I think y'all are probably both creating things in your head and not understanding the space. Your mom was sick. She's having a baby. I think both of y'all had a lot of emotions going on in your separate lives, and maybe you were able to become friends really fast, and it just felt weird to not talk to your friend who you used to talk to every day and all of this stuff. Feelings will get hurt along the way when people don't show up or reach out on certain things, but you have to remember, just like you were going through some stuff, she could be going through some stuff. Or maybe it's just really hard and she's like, where's my friend? I need my friend. And sometimes we're just not, as people, we're not good at saying, I miss you, I need you, or any of that. So I would not just let it fall by the wayside. I would reach out. If she doesn't answer, leave a voicemail. If y'all aren't really voicemail people, or you know she'll never listen to it or even read the transcription, send a text. But I would call first, or whatever y'all's normal mode of communication is. And you could send a long message, or you could send a short one, which might be more effective. Hey friend, I really miss you. I know I've been distant. It's been so much going on, and I'm sure it's been a lot going on with you. I just want to catch up. Call me when you get a chance.
You can also send a greeting card. Greeting cards go a long way. You can send a I miss you card. Like, I'm big on, if I love you and a boundary hasn't been set to leave you alone, I'm not going to leave you alone, because I do want to, I want to make sure you're okay. I can't tell you how many times the people in my life who didn't stop checking on me. And even when I didn't respond, even when I didn't pick up the phone, even when I did, like, there are some people in your life where they're like, I'm not going to stop checking on you. And I got people that I do that too. Like I said, as long, respectfully, if it's like, hey, I don't like you no more and I want you to stop calling me, then I am gonna leave you alone.
That's
but like,
different. Sometimes it's just hard. She might be going through, she had a baby and you lost
hormones is out of whack.
And you lost your mama. That's tough. So, well, wait, did she lose her mama or she was sick?
She was sick.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean that. Let me take that out. Your mom was sick, and that's got to be tough to deal with. Reach out to your homegirl. You never know. She might have thought you didn't really like her, and who knows what else, but no need to lose a friend over something not real. That's what I'll say on that.
There was one time I was in a space like that with a friend, and what I ended up doing, because I like, sometimes you got to evaluate the situation. Now that we're older and you see that when people have babies, it'd be a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if the dad stayed in the life. Is she financially, is her hormones okay? Is everything, how are we feeling? Like,
is this harder than she thought it would be?
I sent a care package because I'm not going to also add stress to now we need to talk about our friendship. Like, unless that's what we're going to do and you want to do it too. But I don't, you know how sometimes people are like pressed to talk about the friendship, and bitch, I'm over here fighting for my life. I can't even, that's not even what I'm thinking about. Like, yes, I love you. I can't keep telling you this right now in this season. I'm sending you a care package. I love you. I miss you. I am here. What do you need? Anything? Here's some tea. Here's a mommy juice. Here's a little VB.
You want me to come over to watch my god baby while you take a shower? I can't tell you how many women I've seen or heard say, I just want to take a shower, and I can't even take a shower, whether it's because they're scared that something could happen to the baby while they don't have their eyes on them, or there's nobody there. Now the baby is moving. They scared it's going to get, I don't know. It's just all sorts of things that go on in y'all mama's minds. And maybe your friend just needs you physically there. So that could be an option too. You could say, you know, I know I haven't really been there. Can I come bring you a care package? Is it okay if I stop by? If not, can we talk? Can I do something to help you? Don't try to get her to come out and have a no Real Housewives dinner. Y'all need to do something inside somewhere or on the phone.
And don't also try to compare like, well, she ain't hit me up when I was going through stuff too. When you start doing that, I'm not sure our heart posture is in the right position. I remember one time I had a friend, we had stopped talking. I wasn't sure what happened. And I really feel like it was because of her nigga. And maybe it was, but then I was busy doing stuff too. And we just kind of got a lot of space in between us. But we had a really good friendship. And I'll never forget, her mom hit me up. And we weren't really talking. We weren't mad, but we just weren't talking. And her mom was like, so nobody's gonna like, she's not gonna have a baby shower? And I was like, I guess not. And then I was like, I remember I got off the phone. That didn't feel right to do that. It wasn't about like, you haven't been talking to me. It was like, how would I want somebody to handle me right now? Let me not even think about what you didn't do for me. You did rock with me at one point. And then I called her mom back and was like, I'll put it together. And like, we did the baby shower. And that helped bridge a gap of like, I'm showing you the type of friend I am. And then we'll see how this goes moving forward. Yeah. You do need a baby shower.
Yeah, people be needing them. Well, girl, good luck. I hope that you and your friend are able to mend things and you can spend some time with your god baby and all will be well. Good luck to y'all.
Good luck. Tell us how it goes.
Again, if y'all have a question that you want to ask on the show, make sure you send it to us. The email is advice@cocktailspod.com. And we're over our time, so we'll save this cocktail for next time. And y'all go ahead and hurry up and send in stuff, though, because we're recording... right now it's the 19th. We're recording this week. We're recording next week. And then we're recording 2 weeks after that.
We don't record tomorrow though, right?
No.
Okay.
Next week.
And I think that if you guys have any questions specifically for men about a man in your life, send them, because we're having men on in the month of February.
Do it before the 17th.
Yeah, do it before the 17th, because we're not going to have this many men on no more.
Please.
So if you want advice from a man,
send it now and maybe put some in the subject line. Yeah. I want a man.
And if you also trying to get an answer from him, it's going to be hard, because when you see these episodes, you're going to see, did he answer the question?
Probably not. So hopefully it's nothing dire and it's just for shits and giggles. Thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode. Make sure you check the episode description for the links to all of our active offers and everything we have going on. Want to remind you guys, sign up for the book club. As we're recording this, I don't know what book we're reading for the month of February, but I'll put it in the episode description next week, because that's when we will have decided. Make sure you check it out. It's a good club, and we're doing something in March or April in person. So I'm looking forward to sharing more details about that as the date gets closer. And you don't have to be in the book club to do it, but you should.
Everybody, I want to remind you that Turkey still has spots available. Go to paradiseandvibe.com if you would like to join me in Turkey. I think it's going to be amazing. Wellness, if you need a little healing, need a little something, it's open to men and women. Again, go to paradiseandvibe.com. We're going in September. I'm so sorry. I have so many dates in my head. I don't remember the exact dates, but when you go to the website, it pops right up on the screen big. I also want to remind everybody, I am a real estate agent. Yes. And I am very well versed in real estate. If you're thinking of building wealth, if you're scared to build wealth through real estate, if you just are like, dang, I'm an adult and I don't know how to do this and I'm embarrassed, I'm the real estate agent that you want to work with, because you're going to feel so seen. So check me out. Send anybody that you know my way looking to buy and sell. And I would love to just cater to you in that way, in a very delicate way, because real estate is emotional. Lord, the industry needs to thank me for being here. Because a lot of real estate agents be like, I'm not dealing with them. No, they're doing too much. And I'm like, y'all, they don't know what they're doing. And as the person who never know what they be doing, like, I just...
So you're a good hand holder.
Yeah, I'm a good hand holder. I get that you're going to ask all these unnecessary questions that you didn't read that contract. We gonna come on, y'all. So check out my website, attachmentstylehomes.kw.com. And thank y'all so much for just all of the continued support.
Yes. So make sure you're following us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye.